Hey, what's up, guys? This video is about are steroids making me paranoid about my neighbors, and I'll get right into that. But I want to first say that previously in the last few weeks, I thought that maybe I was noticing a bit of a negative psychological effect when I was pushing my NPP dose a little bit higher. About a few things like with my girlfriend and other regards as well, but I brought that dose down, and it seemed to not affect me psychologically in the same effect. But what I am noticing now is there's some weird shit going on in my house. Okay, and I want to get right into it, which is with my dog. Now my dog, he's a puppy. He's like 7 months, 8 months old now, and I let him out to pee. Say it like at night, like right now it's like 3 in the morning. If I let him out to pee, he might start barking. Okay, so I'm thinking it's pissing off my neighbors a bit, and I have roommates, well, tenants upstairs as well, and I was concerned I was pissing them off as well. But I'm sure my next door neighbors and anybody who's 2 or 3 doors down will hear him, right? But what's happened in the last now 3 weeks is twice. Once is like concern, now twice. That's start a pattern starting to happen. Is I let him out when I'm getting ready in the morning. I'm making coffee, okay? Because I just wake up, take my piss or for shit in the morning, whatever, and make some coffee, okay? And I let my dog out because he needs to take a piss and shit. And then I go and like I call him in to be like, come on. Notice he's not coming. Wait, that's weird. Okay. Go to the backyard. He's not there because my backyard's enclosed. I have a backyard that's totally enclosed by fence and gates and things. Okay. The first time was weird because none of the gate doors were open and somehow he was gone. But and I had to get him from the Humane Society. Somebody found him, called Humane Society, had to go there and pay a bunch of money to fucking get him back, like 160 at least dollars to get my dog back. Didn't want to do that again, right? So now I've been make sure all my gates and shit are closed, and that he's not climbing the fucking fence. I don't think that's possible that he could climb the fence if, say, chasing a squirrel or some shit. But today I went out and again called him, wasn't answering. Went to my backyard, and I have two gate doors. One that's the primary one, the only one I use. Okay, that one was closed because that's the one I'm concerned most about, and I always make sure that is closed always because I don't want him to exit that one. Okay, my one that I'm exiting myself. There's one in the back of my yard which I never use. Sometimes only to go check the mail if I go that way because the mailbox pick up my steroids is right there. But and I double checked that one about 5 days ago. I went back to that part of the yard. I have a plum tree back there, and I went to that part of the yard and I checked that gate was closed, and it was. Well, today that was open, and my dog was not there. So I jumped in the car, dropped everything I did. I had to go to work. Like I had no time for the shit. Drove around the neighborhood, found him like 2 blocks away. Right? Got him in my car. Well, first of all, it's kind of hard to corral him in my car, but I got him in my car and brought him home and threw him there. So first of all, the first thing I'm doing is testing the people upstairs, my tenants. Like, are you leaving this gate open? And you have to tell me because, if you're, say, cutting the lawn and you brought the lawnmower out that way, I need to know, and you need to make sure you're not doing that. Well, they said they haven't even been in my backyard or used that because they don't even use my backyard. This is all part of my area. Like the back here is part of my area. They don't even use that so much. But they said they didn't use that part of the gate or anything, and I know for a fact that shit was closed. So the only other reasonable explanation, logic, like I don't know, like fucking Spock from Star Trek, like figuring out logic of it is somebody else had to do it. Well, who? Is it my neighbors? Because they're opening my gate, which is on the side of my house that is not easily seen. It's over there on the side of my house. Are they opening it to let my dog out purposely? That's a weird conclusion to draw. Or somebody has some beef with me in some regard and is doing it. But is that out of paranoia or is that out of reason? Like, it is the only thing that makes sense at this point. So, my answer to it all was, okay, so like a normal gate, it has a latch where it's like the thing that goes like this and goes, right? And it locks, right? There's no way my dog could open that. My parents thought that, oh, maybe he jumped up and hit the latch. He doesn't have opposable thumbs and is up there manipulating mechanisms, okay? It's not possible. So what I did was took a bunch of thick elastic bands, like really thick ones, and triple tied it around that, multiple ones, around the latch that went like this. So it's like tied this way. So that latch is not coming undone. And if in the future, I was considering just nailing it all shut or screwing it all shut with it. But I'm like, no, because that's too permanent. Like, okay, I can tie some elastics. There's no way that can be open from now on, right? The other thing I'm considering doing is setting up a camera over there if somebody is fucking around. But if that was the case, I'm almost afraid of that because I don't know what the fuck I would do if I found somebody was fucking around and letting my fucking dog out. My golden retriever dog, I would probably not be a great situation. So, again, to bring back to the whole cycle I'm taking and things, is that making me think that something fucky is going on? Something fucked up? Well, it's leading to at least the suspicion of it, and I'm like trying to be like Sherlock Holmes style of it. Like, well, okay, if it wasn't them upstairs, and I literally made sure that door was closed the other day, like it was latched, it's latched. I know I already explained this, but like, right? So it's locked. There's no way that door could have opened by itself. No way. Physically impossible. So, again, it's either my neighbors, direct neighbors. I'm on a corner unit. I got one behind me, and I got one on the side of me, and then across the road over that way, I have this like Muslim family. So either I'm pissing them off because I'm waking up their kids, or it's literally the kids doing it. Some of the kids are like 16-year-old to 18-year-old guys behind me that they're pissed off about it because their bedroom's like really right there, and my dog goes back there and goes middle of the night. Yeah, I'd be probably pissed too. I'm trying to shut him up, but then I try to go get him, and he's not even listening to me, and have to corral him back in my house at 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? Because I'm a kind of a night owl. I get that. So I'm thinking that they might be pissed. At least maybe the kids are, or the people themselves. This Muslim guy across the street, or this old guy next to me, and they're just like, okay, we're just gonna go over because, like I said, my house is right on this corner unit. They can go to the side of my house where this latch door is, and just kind of open it a few inches, very easily. Leave it open. Oh, and then I let my dog out first in the morning because they know I let my dog out all the time, right? And I'm not gonna necessarily check that door every time. Well, my dog, he goes snoofs back there, sees it's open, and goes smells the dog's piss up the street. Essentially, that's what he was doing today. I found him. Luckily, he was not the Humane Society. I had to drop another $180, and luckily, he was not hit by a fucking car because only 3 blocks that way is a major street in my city. Luckily, I live in a nice kind of quiet neighborhood, but it's really close to a busy street and also close to a lot of nature. If he got into the nature, the farm areas, he'd be fucking gone for good, potentially, right? So that's my story. What do you guys think about what I've laid out here? I'm not trying to be, I don't want to be paranoid about this, but I think all signs lead to some fuckery going on here. I think. I don't want to say it's them upstairs, but it might be them too. And then they're just claiming innocence on it as well. So What do you guys think? Leave in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your word of advice to me on this topic. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.